Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Wanted to make sure that I got the tweets out. Gotta tweet it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get them tweeties out. Alright, that's up. Make sure I got chat up. Gotta get the chat up. You know what I'm saying, everybody? Gotta has that chat. All right. So Adam will probably be joining us here in a bit. That's totally fine. Des Moom 88 has followed. Thank you so much. I probably butchered the shit out of that name. It's probably like Des Mume. Like it makes me think of Masamune a little bit. I love that name. That could also be my son, Desmond, as well. Could be my son. If it is my son, Desmond, I'm so proud of you. Your papa is proud of you. I miss you and I love you as well. So, just in case it is my beloved, beautiful son, who I used to work with for a bit at AT&T. But here we are. We are here. We're gonna be playing a couple demos today. We're gonna be kind of critiquing them, kind of giving them some feedback. Not gonna be like negative, like, oh, this sucks. We're gonna actually like talk about what we like, what we don't like, for both Reynatus and for Romancing Saga 2 Remake. Only one of these games I'm actually like super excited for. It's the Romancing Saga 2 Remake. Reynatus, there's one aspect that makes me not excited about it, and we'll get into that here soon. The other thing we're doing once my buddy joins the Discord for us, and you'll hear him here soon, is we're going to be discussing Rebel Ridge as well as Challengers, which Rebel Ridge currently is probably my favorite movie of the year, and Challengers is one of his top 3. And the funny thing is that I didn't really care for Challengers, and he didn't really care for Rebel Ridge. So we're going to be critiquing both of those as well. So it could be an interesting night. We could be here for a few hours. So let's get into Reynatus. Okay. Ooh. Hey, there it is, by the way. Oh my god, that's really loud. It's not like I need to hear it. God, we still haven't gotten past that weird. It's like it reminds me of like plastic doll hands. A lot of Japanese games I play, they have that like the models kind of look like Barbies in a sense. Oh, dude, she looks so cool though. I love The World Ends With You. Oh, and for the demos, I'll put a dollar amount on the game, on like how much I would pay for this game as well. I'll do that as well for the games. Like, how much would Michael pay for this game? So. I'm liking the color. I'm liking the color. The little bit so far, it gives like SMT vibes. I really like that. I think that's really cool. Oh, look at that. Dude, I haven't typed. Wait a minute. I haven't typed on this. This is not my keyboard. This is messing with me. This is weird. I haven't typed on this keyboard in so long that it feels weird to me now. It's weird. Dude, what is up with his man? Hey, guy. Calm the fuck down. Dude. Nah, just your dedicated DS enjoyer and Nomura one. You'll get follow for trying this one out. So may the heart be your guiding key. Hell yeah! As for the context of this game, well, liberation versus suppression is its theme, and soundtrack was composed by Yoko Shimomura, and the scenario was written by Kazushige Nojima. Also, Switch was its main primary use rather than cross-platform. I actually think building for the Switch is a smart idea. Honestly, I really, really do, because if you build for the, I hate using the term inferior, but the less powerful console, then all you're doing is creating a balanced game on all platforms that it releases on. And so it's going to, like, I think it looks fine. It's just, you know, you still got a little bit of that plasticky look, but that's okay. Like, who gives a crap? Like, I've played the Trails games, and some of them have that plasticky look to it, and there's nothing wrong with it. You don't need to have hyper-realistic character models to get your point across with, like, oh, his skin tone isn't exactly like a man. I don't care. Sure, let's check out the tutorial. I only have one complaint about this game, and you're, especially, like, with the way you're talking about, like, Nomura's involved in this, and Shimomura, and Nojima, and, like, you have all these people, and then you said, you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to put any English dub in it. And that is my one problem with it. I was super excited for this when it got announced, and when it was like, yeah, it's not going to be in English, I was like, man, I really wanted to, like, really, lately specifically, I have noticed some, inability for me to fully get into a game that's only in Japanese. And it sucks. But I'm super excited for this. Well, I'm like partially excited for this. Mainly just when a game doesn't have... Interesting. But, lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. That distracted me. I think that's like my only gripe with a lot of these games is things like that when... Oh, I like that. It's definitely not going to be that easy every time, though. It's given me, like, less expensive Final Fantasy 16 vibes a lot. With its combat system. Not a complaint. Not a complaint. Not even in the slightest. Wait, what did I, R1, press, hold, and release. Just before an enemy attack hits, time will slow and a magic circle will fall. Hold the button to fill the circle and release it when full to dodge the attack. Okay. That was my bad. Okay. Stop it! That's dope looking. That is so dope looking. Holy shit. Good. Oh, that's moving way too fast. But at the least, a technique like this can make a big difference on the battlefield. Store your magic to the max, then liberate it. Such a vast amount of magic will sharpen your senses and cause your foes to flinch. The perfect opportunity to strike. Burst liberation. What the fuck? When MP gauges glow. Oh my god. That's nuts. Holy Jesus. I like that. I like that. Let's put all that into practice. Remember everything you've learned and bring it up. I'm gonna kill you. Boom! Jesus. Okay, I think I kind of get what they're going for here. Okay, I think I'm understanding more. That's gonna be a bullshit. That sucked. I am glad that I did that though, because wow. Their battles will be rated out of stars. Okay, so I got 3 out of 5. Wow, that sucks. Wow, you're scrub. Scrub. I'm terrible at this game. Sorry, everybody. Well done. Now you won't have any problems if you encounter a foe upon leaving HQ. Alright, it's time to go on patrol. I believe there were some difficulties with localization on the NIS side, but I am unsure because I've forgotten what was said in said articles. It was promised we'll get them in US version in September. Also, yeah, the whole game is dedicated toward Versus 13. I hate that you told me that because God, I want a Versus 13 so bad. Final Fantasy 15 is that game that makes me sad because I do love it. I love it a lot, and I actually bought the book, which is of those last DLCs, just so I could be like, I need to know. Like it's just so sad. I'm sad now, everybody, because now NIS, you better give me my goddamn localization. I better get them dang voices. What? Talking to people makes me stressed. Dude, that is fucking relatable. I don't want to talk to you. Shibuya items can be purchased from vending machines and some stores. Drinks from a vending machine are considered no purchase. Yep. Okay. So if I was to talk to this guy. Okay, I'm not stressed. Hey, I got $10,000, everybody. What do we think about that? I don't have any stress, which is good. There's a secret menu. What do you press? You press a couple buttons. No, that's the way I want to go. I like that. That music is hitting a little bit for me.
西島ちゃんさ、白崎班長マジで死んじゃったの？ええ、今朝です。ダメージはなさそうだったのにな。
He didn't look like he was hurt. I guess he lost his drive. He has been pretty unmotivated lately. If you could die from a lack of motivation, we'd have already attended your funeral. Boom! Fucking burned you, motherfucker! Hey, fuck you, buddy! God damn! She's just burning, like, people shouldn't like. She goes, yeah, well, I fucked your wife. And you're like, oh my god! Nishijima-san! Jesus Christ! You're gonna tell your mom I said hello. What the fuck? What you got against me? There's a lot. There's a fucking lot. Uniform custom. Don't you think you've customized your uniform a little too much? Stand out like that and you'll get on Captain Kaido's bad side. Nail sticks out. This is hardly not to be called a nail. Yeah, dude, I'm going with that attitude with her. Dude, oh man, she's fucking feisty as shit and I love her. I think I'm in love. Don't worry. It's so much for democracy. Your wife gets liberty. It's because she said so. She's just like, and I'll be associate squad leader today. Please contact me here for regular communication. I look forward to working with you again, Ukai. So rigid. I'm a little nervous. I'm telling you, I'm taking the asshole approach with her. She will be fucking wives. She gonna bang whoever the fuck she wants this game. Was that safe? Yeah, that's what I figured it was. I've played way too many RPGs. I'm kind of digging it. Fuck, kind of digging it. Fuck. I wanted to hate this game because of the lack of English voice, but it's making me fall in love with it. It's giving it to me. Malice level. Oh man, it's a semi-open world too. Oh man, that's cool. You don't see too many like non-Square Enix made open world RPGs. That's why that new Atelier game is like I might pay full I might pay full price for an Atelier game for the first time in history. Like, I don't know if y'all saw fucking gameplay for that new Atelier game, but it be hitting. What'd I get there, boss? 2? Well, towards manifestation of malicious will towards wizards. The value is displayed in the lower right corner of the screen. Complete side quests and otherwise improve your reputation to decrease malice. Sweet, sounds good. I like it. Admin. Hey, did you guys know that there was $100 fucking over there? Hey, fuck you. What the fuck is that? Oh, I can. Fuck. Hey guys, it's me. Update. So far, I really like this game. Hey guys, it's me. Just want to let y'all know. This game's pretty banging. Is this not $100? $100! Fucking 200! Why didn't you guys know that there was $200 over there? It's funny like this. She's just like this. She's like, hey, what's back there, guys? I can't go that way yet. I'm not allowed. And they're like, what the fuck is this crazy woman talking about? Oh, come on, guys. How can you leave 50 yen on the ground? I like fucking rich people, bro. I'm telling you. I'm sick of rich people just leaving money on the ground like that. What made me look into it was this headline. Neo, the world ends with you collaborate. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I knew about it was I saw that and I went, excuse me? What'd you say? When I saw what I was like, no way, I'm slipping onto this one. Yeah, this thing looks I'm really vibing with the aesthetic they're going for. Cause it also gives me a little bit of Shin Megami Tensei, like not Persona vibes, but just regular SMT vibes. I kind of dig it. kind of dig it. But if we're doing World Ends With You shit, I'm in. I can't wait for this game to sell more units than expected, because unlike Square Enix, who apparently expects every fucking game within a year to sell 20 billion units, they have realistic standards for their games here. Yeah, I called you out, Square. Fucking Final Fantasy 16 absolutely sold almost 5 million units, and you're like, that's not good enough. I know Rebirth sold pretty okay. I don't know if it sold like Remake, but I know it sold well. Also, I get the feeling a lot of people are just waiting for all of it to be out. Only weebs like me. Almost home. Where were you? Where were you? It's just been me and Dez here chatting about how fucking cool this game is. Illegal Wizardry Dispatch. Check requests and post by citizens. Selecting requests will allow you to begin a site. God damn. Short coils, rewards are... Okay. Cool. I want that magic. You're here to investigate, right? I saw a dealer. Where's Adam? Adam is eating. Yeah. You know what's funny? I even talked to Adam last night. I DM'd him on Twitter and was like, hey, man, I'm thinking about starting at 6. And he's like, yeah, that sounds great. That's perfect, because I'm going to go see a movie. And I was like, cool, what time's the movie? He sent me the thing. He's seeing the original Bad Lieutenant at like 9:15. I'm like, no problem. I'll start at 6, just so you get a chance to come in and say your piece about why you don't like Rebel Ridge. And I was like, and I wasn't planning on not liking Challengers. I saw it was on Prime, so I watched it last night. I didn't really like it. I thought it was fine. I think I told you, Seth, that it's like a 6.5. It's fine. But like, meh. I don't think it's like sliced bread. I don't think it's that great. I wouldn't even put it in my top 5 for the year, I think. Now, if I'm talking about performances, then yeah, Zendaya's in there. Because, man, did she carry a lot of that movie. But I wasn't a fan. And then he didn't like Rebel Ridge, which shocked the crap out of me. Because that movie is so good. Alright, I did it. Nice. Hey, Malice is down by 1. Take that, everybody else. Yeah, what's in there? Well, I don't mean to brag, but... keep resolving quests. I don't think I need any of it. Dude, that's so dope. Fudge DS. I think I'm buying this. Yeah, it's fine. Like, meh. It's a stage 1 damned. A habitual user of the rubrum drug. He's already exhibiting signs of monstrification. At that stage, he's likely to use magic. Someone pissed him off and he just started wizarding. Someone just pissed him off and now he's a wizard. That's what happens to me all the time, you know? You get pissed off, you start taking them out, you know what I'm saying? DS, you should stay around. Once we get done this demo, we're gonna probably switch over to the Romancing Saga 2 demo, which I'm super pumped for. Super pumped. Can't wait for it to not meet sales expectation, because Square Enix thinks it's gonna fucking sell like 4 million units, when I don't think a single Romancing Saga has sold better than 1. Fucking company. That company. I think that company irritates me the second most. There are 2 companies that irritate me the most. Nintendo with their bullshit, and Square with their expectations on their games. I like to see Final Fantasy 17 take a cheaper approach to the way it approaches its game. Instead of it being like hyper realistic, I would like for them to dial that expensive portion down. Because I think it's their engine. I think their engine's just too expensive. I am gonna beat your ass. Dude, this is... I cannot wait. Like, you ever look at something and you know that there is, like, this... There's going to be, like, this switch and evolution in the way that the combat works? God damn, this is that game. Like, I'm just doing basic shit. I can see it. I can see that this game is going to have some crazy changes. Like, they're just like, let's get you out there. Kind of just get started with the basics. Square did mention some pushbacks. Kiryu, dude, indicated, sorry, was out saying his policy of reducing outsourced development and focusing on large-scale games developed in house environment. Square average employee probably brought down a strike out there. Yeah, I mean, they need to... Their problem is, I think they're expecting too much in the landscape they were in, and I think being exclusive like they were was not necessarily the best idea. I think they should have had at least a PC and PlayStation approach, and I feel like if they would have done that from the start, then it would have been better. The problem that I have is it feels like a lot of Square's games don't meet expectations. And it's mainly just because, like you said, it's that outsourcing. They've got to stop doing that. Keep it in-house. Keep it done. And, like, I think they just need to get smarter. Which, you know, hopefully they'll learn. We know Final Fantasy ain't going no fucking where. It sucks. I actually kind of enjoy Forspoken. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't hate it. I thought she was funny as shit. Like, you know, and it's a beautiful game. It's fluid. The combat's fun. That magic is insane. And that story is actually kind of interesting. Like, it's not the shit game that everyone's like, this is the best game I've ever played. And I'm like, no, not really. Like, I actually think it's quite good. I just think a lot of people like to listen to what I have a friend like that where you can just tell that his opinion is based off of the general consensus, and he can't necessarily formulate his own opinion. And that's why Forspoken failed. That's why a lot of games fail or succeed, I think we give too much credence to another person's opinion as law. And I don't think we should do that. I think we should... Waiting man. He's in Shibuya Center Street. Ooh, he's got money. Where you at? Hey! Where's that guy? The fuck? Oh, it's him. It's me. I am the man. What is that? Release me, O wind. Alright, I want to see how different... Because she's very prim proper with the way that she strikes. So I'd like to see if he's any different. With the way that he handles business. Oh, that's right. He's got to avoid him. Hey, I'm crossing the street. Hey! I know, I'm in Japan. I'm supposed to... Uh-oh. That black shadow is malice. It's the embodiment of hatred. It is only visible to wizards. I don't know what else it's made of, but it can be a real pain. Someone cast Johnny Young Bosch in this. He's not busy, right? He's not busy doing... Hold on. Everything. Guy's gonna be in fucking Devil May Cry. I really hope someone makes the joke. I really hope someone's like, I hope that Devil May Cry's anime is super successful, that they get to the point where Devil May Cry 4 does happen. where they introduce Nero and shit, because I really need to know how the fuck they're gonna handle Nero. Ah, you look like a great guy. Do I think that Johnny Bosch is a perfect voice for Dante? Yep. I think he is. Oh, I gotta fight. Fight time. It's fight time, you son bitches. I'm coming. Here I come. Oh. It's Noctis! I mean, fuck this. Can't use the N-word here. Noctis. Cannot. Oh. Oh, that's my guy. Holy shit. He might be crazier. Damn. Damn, I kind of like the way he moves more. And they introduced the fucking skill thing. Why is he red and she's blue? I wonder if it's based upon the way that they control their powers. When liberated in Shibuya, word will spread on social media and appear as your trending. I gotta go. That's cool. Dude. Okay, so they each kind of play similar, but the expectations around him is different. Hey, were you just using magic? No, why would I? Nothing. Come over here and show me your face. Ooh. That's not a great photo of you. You should take that again. It's a little blurry. He looks at the camera like I do. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's really shit at it. What is the art you've obtained can be equipped to each slot on the equipment screen? Yeah, okay. So it is, yep, just like you said. It's fucking just like equip wizard. Dope. I wonder if right now this would work different or similar to its gameplay if it was leaning toward tactical or turn-based battle mechanics. I'd surely be less than a Disgaea grind fest. Okay, now, hold on. Let's not start attacking... Hey, let's not attack Disgaea here. Oh, I love Disgaea. Disgaea is its own. I got Disgaea 6 and I really want to get into that. I need to get into that because it just looks so much fun. I know it's like the easiest one from what I heard. They were like, what if we made this not a pain in the ass to get to the highest levels? And I went, wait, it was considered hard? This guy's grind can, if you get lucky, you can get through it. Oh, excuse me, get through it quite quickly. Somebody finally joined, and I bet you it's not the person who should have joined. Well. Adam has finally joined. He's only 30 minutes late.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late.
This guy, I'm telling you.
Only 30 minutes.
Only 30 minutes. This guy, I'm telling you guys. You know, this guy, 30 minutes late.
Only 30 minutes.
How you doing, sir?
Not too bad, man. Pretty lazy Saturday. Just went and got myself some sushi. And nothing else too exciting going on. What about you?
Oh, you know, just playing Reynalis. It's looking great. Seth is here, and then of course I have a fan of this game in the chat as well. Yeah, we're just kind
Hello,
of
Seth. Hello, fan in the chat.
we're just kind of doing some critiquing while we waited for you of Reynalis, which I'm really kind of enjoying it in the way that it approaches.
Please continue. Let me fire up a game myself on my end. Get in the right headspace for a movie critique.
He's got to prepare for how I think you expect me to be super negative at challengers.
I'm ready.
You're like, uh-oh. You saw that I did. The funny thing is, I was just planning on letting you talk about it. We were just going to discuss Rebel Ridge, but then last night I noticed it was on Prime. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch this. I've been wanting to watch it anyway. And then I started watching it, and I was like, huh. Interesting. Huh. I'm not liking this as much as I was expecting to. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I was like, oh, I think it's that director. I think it's the director, because
Man, Luca is fire.
Luca's a pain in my ass. Luca ruined a scene in Challengers with his goddamn zooming that he likes to do too much.
Fire up Twitch here.
Luca, more like Zuma, because he loves to fucking zoom and then fuck up a
I'm glad
frame.
you said that, because I had a little joke there too. You know, it's called Rebel Ridge, but I was thinking it's called Rebel Mid.
Rebel Midge.
Rebel Mid.
Wow, how could you? Challengers, more like boring bullshit. Like, not even close to the name. More like dumb, stupid face.
378109 is my Twitch code.
Everyone's going to enjoy my one critique of Challengers. I think everyone will. I do have a question, Adam, because it might answer a question for me. Is the director, Luca, a gay man?
Yes.
That answers one of the questions I had. It just felt... I don't like, look up that shit, just because I don't care. I'm not here for that. I was just like... He's got to be gay. Or suspiciously gay.
Yep. Absolutely.
Also, I think he's got a really bad taste in men. I'm gonna say it, cause I've watched a lot of movies about gay men, and I gotta tell you, these might be the two ugliest gay men I've ever seen in my fucking life.
That's crazy, because they're all the rage for Gen Z.
Are they really?
Josie social media loves those two guys.
I don't get it. Like, I do, by the end of the movie, I kind of got art. But, like, the other guy, I think it might have just been the execution of the character that was hurting him more. I was like, can you fucking, like, get your shit together, dude? Like, you're starting to
And he's
piss me
sad,
off.
bro. He's not... Art is in a tough spot. Art's in a tough spot in his career, and you know it's winding down. And then now he was expecting to come to this smaller event and wax everybody, and now the ghost of Christmas past comes from Patrick Zweig, and that be kind of salt in the one of those final scenes of what if I can't do it? What if I can't still beat him? The ghost of competition, feeling
Which
like he has to be.
I like
better
that.
than this guy.
I think I said this to somebody else. I was like, the beginning, impeccable. The end, great. The middle, disjointed fucking mess. The path to getting to that point really kind of irked me a lot. And I think it was just like my biggest problem is, and I think he wanted Zendaya's character to just be it gave me all right, it's gonna be the first part where someone's gonna be shocked at what I say. It gave me Joel Schumacher doesn't like women vibes. Like the execution of her character, it lacked a lot of depth. And it just felt like he refused to give her depth and just be like, woman evil. I'm like, but what? Woman evil? Like, when she tore her ACL, which, by the way, that's like my biggest issue. She tears her ACL, which, they fucked up that, because that's not how you tear your ACL. She fucking broke her knee. Like, that looked awful, but it was brutal, and I liked that part. But when she goes to sit under the tree, that would have been the moment to really give her a sense as to who she is and why she does it. Like the first scene where the two guys end up kissing or making out hardcore, apparently, was fine, and it just felt like she was toying with new people that she met, right? It's after the ACL tear where it feels like her toying was meant to be more malicious. The problem is the maliciousness isn't executed well enough, and we don't see the depth of character that she deserved. What we see is she tore her ACL, and then she mentally could not recover from it. And we barely see that. We have her sitting at a tree, ripping off her knee brace, and then I screamed at it because then the motherfucker over-zooms and we lose a lot of the focus that was on her face of her defeat. Because the fucker likes to zoom way too fucking much. And I think we lost a scene. And honestly, there should have been another scene, a conversational scene for her, to kind of show more of her defeat. I felt like her character's depth was robbed because he just wanted her to be woman toys with two bisexual men. One of my favorite things that I did love was after that scene where she toys with them and makes them make out, and we go back to Patrick, and we zoom in on Patrick's phone, and Patrick's on Tinder. And we see him go through Tinder, woman, swipe left, swipe, you know what I mean? And then one of them is a man. And he swipes on that one. I was like, oh, that's a great way to say that kind of was like the scene that made him realize he wasn't just a straight man. I really liked that execution and approach to being like, yeah, Patrick isn't straight. And so I thought that was really, really, really well done. My problem is all that jumbling in the middle, the back things, I just didn't... I kept getting a little lost with it. And I'm like, wait, where the fuck are we again? Where the fuck are we again? Where the fuck are we again? And it just felt a little jarring when they kept going back. Do I think that the two characters got their execution across? Sure. But Zendaya's character, which... Sorry to everyone who thinks that those two are great actors. They are very stiff actors. Very stiff. And I don't know if that was the direction that caused that or if something else caused that. But they are very stiff with the way that they're handling scenes. Oh, I don't like the way that worked.
put a lot of thought into this, Mike.
I'm just beating the crap out of this dude. But yeah, that's kind of where I landed. I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie because it's definitely fucking not. But when I look at the, oh, now I understand what that was. When I look at the, like, if I'm like, hey, I'm in the mood for a tennis movie. I hate to tell everybody this, but I'm still fucking going with Wimbledon.
Which I have not seen yet. Still.
Oh, dude, I think you'll be like, yeah, this is some stupidity. I think you'll end up liking it. Probably not as much as you like Challengers. I understand that you like it. I'm not gonna shit on anybody who likes Challengers. I just was like, interesting. Okay.
Well, first off, I'm going to have a bit of bias just because I love tennis, and so in a tennis movie, when I first heard that a tennis movie was coming out, I was very quick to become a total shill and promote it heavily in the months leading up to release.
That's great, though.
I really enjoyed how it was this kind of not straight, kind of bi, gay bi type of look at these relationships, or just kind of, I love like a good love triangle movie.
Yeah.
I really liked how the music was used as kind of like a beating heart of it. I've listened to the soundtrack God knows how many times. I'm sure multiple songs will be on my Spotify year in Wrapped.
I think some of the placement of the synth was awkward. Like this was the first movie I have ever watched where the audio was that loud. You're like, check your TV settings. I'm like, dude, I check my TV settings the moment I buy a TV. Like, I was like, nope. So it could just be that Prime's version of it had the sauna scene. By the way, is the scene I'm thinking of, where
yes, which I love the use there.
I like the use of it.
One, that's a great scene,
but it was too loud. It was too loud.
I really liked how it kind of tied together, going back to this love triangle of how it's tying in like competition and relationships, and it goes back to what we were talking about with what you were mentioning with maybe Zendaya's character is what is her deal is, and is it just woman evil, and like, okay, I think she, like, she definitely is kind of enjoys seeing them go about it, and I think she understands herself that I think she knows that she is not normal. That, I mean, someone might say, oh, she's just a bitch, and that might be a little bit too harsh, bordering on problematic way to completely write her off. But she's definitely, she's not a super friendly person. But I think the ending really punctuated how, they asked her, like, what does she want? She just says, I want to watch some good fucking tennis. And then the end, which one of my favorite endings.
I love
ever.
that ending.
That's
Yeah.
just one of the great ending, and people are like, wait, what?
No, that's a perfect ending.
No. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not literal. I mean, it's like it happens, but the point of it is that they've reconnected. Like the bond's back. And
Through
you see
tennis,
her,
the relationship has been salvaged.
Yeah, they're back, and that's why you see her. The last shot of the movie is her just screaming because that's what she wanted. So it kind of pauses, like, okay, is it kind of that all she wants is? She just craves that competition so much that she can't even in her personal relationships. Like maybe the movie posits that like only really bad people like tennis. Like,
yeah, maybe you're just
wow.
a scumbag, you know?
But it's like, she loves it so much that she has to see this competitive or the competition that she
Yeah,
needs to see it play out in
yeah,
her
and
romantic relationships, which is kind of weird. Like that's kind of a
yeah.
halfway sociopathic thing to do.
I think Zendaya is that like that movie is not in my top 5 of the year, but Zendaya's performance is.
I think
She
she is pretty good in it too, and people will there's discourse and perspectives about her, and I thought she was really really good.
I thought she
and
was
challenges. I
good.
think she,
I just wish they would have explained. I wish they would have handled her character and like clearly she needed something. Her relationship, her competition, she was bored, but I wish they would have done a better job of adding depth to that logic for her. And I feel like that was kind of missed and squandered. There were absolutely opportunities they could have done that, and I felt like they were just like, all right, let's move on. And I'm like, no, I kind of want to see her after the ACL tear. I wanted to see more of her mentally losing it. I wanted there to be like the next comeback was a month later, and she's like,
she fucked up. Yeah,
she's
it's
fucked
not
up.
going well.
That was
That's
kind
probably
of
one of the more you probably posed one of the more interesting things to make me think about with the movie is it definitely that with her and how the transition from post ACL to all of a sudden it's a couple of years later she's coaching art. They have the little endorsements and the little book, I think. Yep. I do agree though that probably I think some people could make a case that I think it's 2 hours 15.
mm-hmm.
I know that I've
too
heard a common thing where it's like where it's that middle maybe just slogs just a
Yep.
teensy little bit in the middle, and then maybe if they just did a little bit like if Luca came back, it would be so weird to like say, oh, I made my movie shorter. But if I was him in the editor's room, I would be interested to see like what like an hour 50 movie there
Yeah.
looks like.
I was trying to think of how I could cut 25, and I'm like, ugh, it's hard.
I know it's tough because the middle, the parts I like, I think it is a 5-star movie for me. But always you can kind of nitpick or really stretch your mind to figure out how you might make something just a teensy bit better.
Yep.
And so, seeing it twice now, I could say like, yeah, maybe in the middle if you could find little spots to kind of pick things up a little bit. But
yeah,
I really love the just the we've talked about Zendaya's character, but I really like the guys. They do a good job kind of differentiate. We've got Patrick, who's the everyman, who is so broke that he's asking the staff member at
God, that was that. Love that scene. He's like staring at that fucking sandwich.
He was just staring at it, and then she's like, "Jeez, bro, you want to take it? Oh my god."
That made me fucking laugh so hard. That dude was eye fucking that goddamn bagel so hard.
Yeah.
So
Patrick
good.
being broke, and they did show a good job of kind of them being. They gave them both Patrick's like the everyman.
Yeah.
Art's a little bit more pedigree, a little bit more polished.
I think that they did a better job of expounding on Patrick than they did actually the main character of Art. Like I felt like Art was a little empty. And that might be part of my problem is Art was a little empty. Now give me just a second. So that's the end of the Reynaudis demo. That was cool. I personally will absolutely be picking this up. Probably not at launch, but this is definitely something I will be purchasing at some point. For me, I will say my price point for when I'll grab this is probably $40. I believe it's a $60 game. $40 is probably when I pick it up. Now, if they do add English dub to it, I'll pick that sumbitch up full price. You know what I'm saying? Really great combat. It works really well. It looks like there's a lot of skills you can do, a lot of adaptability to it, and the different characters allows you to kind of extend combos a little bit more. So it does give you that DMC feel a little bit too, along with the uniqueness, I bet, of all those skills, showing you kind of that War Duns with You combo. So I do think that this is a surprising thing. I went in kind of negative towards this, but I think I'm coming out. I think I gotta give it right now. I'd say it's a solid 8 out of 10 for me, Reynatus, after the hour demo we've been able to play of it. I definitely recommend everyone play this demo. It feels good on my hands to play this game, and that is so critical when it comes to a game like this, is feeling comfortable with your hands. Highly recommend everyone pick up, at least try the demo for Reynatus. That was pretty fun. Sorry, Adam, we're going to be switching games, but go ahead and continue what you were saying.
No, bro. No, that's totally fine, man. I know you got audiences to cater who are not going to be fully locked into to challengers, but to what you were saying about art is, I think there is something to art. Art is very sad. You almost kind of got to it. You mentioned art is empty, and honestly, it goes back to Zendaya's character, Tashi Duncan. He knows, like, he kind of submits himself to her. Like, he does not have anything else but her. And I think what is reconfirmed by the end of the movie, him. But I think he just I think part of it's the interesting thing about we talked about, he's more pedigree. I think he had his character has 6 Grand Slams. Which
he's never gotten a Grand Slam. He's won everything twice but the U.S. Open.
So he's
the Grand Slam all 4,
titles.
Right?
There's 2 definitions. Colloquially, we'll say, hey, you won a Grand Slam title. It means you won one of the big 4.
Okay.
But winning a Grand Slam, I know it's so fun. It's so confusing.
It's so weird.
Winning a Grand Slam, like you've won actually they call it the Career Grand Slam.
Career Grand Slam.
Grand Slam means you've all won all 4. Yeah.
Yep.
And he's trying to get the U.S. Open. So
yep.
What we know about artists, he had a successful career. He's a good-looking guy. He got the girl, but even like you could just see all the moments of him interacting with Tashi. He is very kind of empty, and it almost hasn't been fulfilled.
It was sad, and I think that was why I didn't like his character as much, probably because I relate too much to it.
He's very sad.
Yeah, I kind of wanted, like, we knew that Patrick was kind of a nepo baby in a sense. He clearly came from money. He could have gone back to that money at any time, and he was chasing this dream. And I'm like, okay, so we kind of know more about Tashi's past. We know about Patrick. I would like to know a little bit more about Art and his past, but they kind of were just like, it was like a very little for him. And I kind of wanted to know more, or at least have some reference, be like, oh yeah, well, he came from blah or something. Like, I don't know, he just felt empty to be empty because that's the character they wanted him to be, and they didn't really rationalize why he was empty. He just was.
Yeah.
And I think of that, I kind of, like, I felt like it deserved a little bit more. But I do still think in the end, I just didn't like that inability. I thought, man, let me tell you one thing. The use of the CGI ball was a great idea for most of it. I have
the tennis scenes are fun.
Yeah,
I really like.
I have only one problem with the outside of the zooming. I did not necessarily like the first person view on the people. I have to say that because the ball first person is still the ball first person that then converts to center of the fucking court, zoom up, was absolutely one of the most clean and beautiful shots I have ever seen. So much so it almost made me forgive him for the fucking over zooming he kept doing in this movie. It is such a clean shot.
I elevated that last little bit with the ending and that last rally.
I love that end.
I was getting, seen at a theater, I was getting like shit. I got goosebumps with like the music blaring. Yeah, it was great. I think another thing that makes it interesting to why I would put that are in, or at least the characters are maybe have a little bit more depth, is kind of like the way Tashi relates to him almost. Like, it seems she goes to Patrick for, like, Patrick's when she wants to have fun. Like, Patrick's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Art is
One's business, one's pleasure.
stability. Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Neither of them
I
can
think
be
it's-
either. Like Patrick can't be business, but he can sure shit be pleasure. Art can only be business. He really can't be pleasure.
And you know what's funny is while we talked about Tashi and how she's pretty mean, I think one may be able to have a read that she does like genuinely love both of them, but just because of her disposition, she expresses it in those very specific ways where Art says like, "Hey, what happens if I still can't beat him? What happens if I still can't beat?"
I actually really like
Patrick's
that
fight?
scene.
Yeah, and
I really like the scene where he's just laying there.
the camera is down below, and you see him kind of like fiddling with his wedding ring.
Yep.
God, dude, Luke is the man, bro. Get off my boy Luke.
I've said this to Seth. There are times where this man does stuff that I'm like, wow, that was great. But then there's other times where he does shit, and I'm like, why the fuck did you do that? You killed your frame. You killed your character execution on the camera side. There is and I think that that's something that I've had a problem with Luca, because I had some of the same issues in Call Me by Your Name, where there are times where his camera work is some of the best I have ever fucking seen. But then there are times, I'll give you an exact thing, where we have Patrick smashing a racket, and it's 30 cuts in slow motion. Dumb.
If I was on,
Dumb.
yeah,
Excessive,
if I was on
not
set,
necessary.
I would have had him do the racket smash a tad bit differently. But
Yep,
hey,
the racket
they did
smash
a good
was dumb.
job getting a lot of
Yep.
the little things right.
Yep.
Also, a little bit of lore for you. You may not have understood this, but in the movie, they go to several different tennis events, and one of them is they're in Cincinnati.
Yes.
And they're eating at Applebee's.
Yes.
This is based off real life, where unfortunately it closed last year. But there was an Applebee's in Cincinnati that was just like a really famous stop for the tennis players to go get food at and visit when they were playing a pretty high level tournament up there. So yeah, a lot of tennis people appreciate that.
Kind of like
little,
that. That's kind of a
little
little
bit- that
nod.
little
Oh,
lore.
I like that.
Yeah, that's actually
All right,
real
I'm
life.
upgrading my score. It's not a 6.5. It's a 7 now. Just for sure, I can't not give you extra points for showing love to the sport that you're covering. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't not do it. If you're gonna show love if you're like, I'm just gonna give you just a little
You get
tip
a lot
of
of
the
the
cap.
details right.
Yep.
You got a lot of the details right. What else do I want to say about it? I think I'm very happy of. I think given like what the plot is, what it's about, I think it made just about $100 million.
Yes, it
at the
absolutely
box
made
office.
its recovery, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, and it was kind of made like it's kind of made as a streaming movie. Like that, I think
Mhm.
I think Amazon funded that movie.
Yes.
Not like. I think it's for Prime. I think that's a movie that's like, hey, we've got a nice little movie here on Prime for you guys, and so it's releasing it in theaters as sort of a not a fully like just extra cherry on top. But
though,
it's made for streaming and it's doing well, so that's why I'm very happy for it too.
but Amazon is that studio that does that. Amazon, unlike Netflix, who sucks, Amazon's like, yeah, but what if? What if I can get a little money out of this by putting it in theaters? And well, it didn't just give you a little bit; it gave you like $100 million, and now you can use the like, hey, you remember how this movie was big, and now it's on Prime, and so it's kind of like it gave them more marketing, and it also doesn't make them look like giant pieces of shit, Netflix, because they allowed a movie to actually come out, go into the theater, have a great run, And now they're like, hey, by the way, it's now on Prime if you want to watch it again. And I think it's the #1 movie on Prime right now. Not shocked. That is good execution.
Yeah, it's I think a bisexual tennis drama doing that well.
Yes.
I think and I think I don't think the movie. I think there's probably still a good movie, but obviously it gets made because Zendaya is leading it. I think she was just a huge draw for. I think maybe like 50-60% of people like went to go see it.
The funny thing is, when it first came out, because I was like, I didn't really like Suspiria. I didn't really like it. Call Me by Your Name I thought was great, but I was like, but I kind of don't like the way he executes the making of his films. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna see this in theaters. I was like, I am totally gonna watch this because fucking Zendaya's in this, and I will. Like, I almost
gorgeous.
went to see it in theaters, but I didn't go, and I was like, it's all good.
She's super hot in it. Yeah.
She's super great in it. So I'm my score, because I didn't know that tennis fact, is now up. It's a 7 out of 10. What'd you give it, Adam?
I think I gave it. I do 5-star.
Oh, you do 5
scales. I gave it a 5 out of 5.
Okay.
And
so 3.5 stars
they're
from me, 5 stars from you.
Yeah.
We'll do it that way.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna use the bathroom, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna start Romancing Saga 2, and you can tell us, and we can talk about Rebel Ridge then.
Rebel Ridge, baby.
Yeah, give me just a second, everybody. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You guys get chair cam. Chair cam. All right. I had to grab a little bit of a tea, everybody. Grab some tea, because I drank all my water. All right, I'm back, everybody. We're going to start Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven demo. This is a remake of Romancing Saga 2. And while I do have problems with Square Enix, the one thing I will say about Square Enix that most people don't do is this remake exists, and if you're one of those people who just wants to play Romancing Saga, any of them, the coolest thing that they do is they're all fucking on here. All of the Saga games are pretty much available for you to purchase, not just this remake that they're doing. So that's something that I really do like that Square seems to be doing. The only other company I know that really does that well is Ryoga Gotoku, RGG Studios, who's the guys who make the Yakuza games. All of their games are fucking everywhere. they're just available. And also you should be playing the Yakuza games anyway. Especially if you're someone who likes film, you should be playing the Yakuza games. They are a love letter to old school beat 'em ups and mob and mafia films, as well as some action and kung fu films. Really great. I'm gonna turn that brightness up to 55. We'll keep it on normal. I don't play as women. I'm a man. Hope everyone's ready. Yeah, we're totally gonna be playing Dragon Age Veilguard, the Veilguard on stream. And if anyone comes in while I'm making my character whining about it being woke, I'm gonna give my fucking character top surgery scars, just so you can go fuck yourself.
Crazy how much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, guess
Dude.
what? Hey, Grums,
Okay.
douchebag. I've had a fucking scar fetish since Final Fantasy VIII, bitch. It isn't because of trans people that I think scars are cool. It's because of I guess it is because of... It's because of our gay femboy, Squall Leonhardt, getting fucking cut between his eyes. And I went, you know, that scar is pretty fucking cool. That's why I want fucking scars on my goddamn character. So fuck you. Oh my god. Also, Dragon Age is like the gayest franchise I've ever played. Like, I think I made this joke, and I'm not joking about it at times, because I think in the world of Dragon Age, straight cis people are the minority. like, oh my god, those games are very gay. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. You can get top surgery scars. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Let people live. Let people be happy. This world sucks enough, you fucking asshole.
Fuck that tea.
Love this tea. It says Snapple Zero Sugar Raspberry. It's so good. Anyway, I'm back. We started Romancing Saga, and now we're gonna shift to Rebel Ridge, which is one of my favorite movies of the year. I think it's a 4.5 out of 5 stars, or a 9 out of 10 on my scale. It is. I've been going back and forth with it. I do think it is my second favorite movie of the year. I still think Dune Part 2 is my favorite movie of the year.
Nice.
Yeah, it's hard not to. It's even worse because it is definitely one of my wife's favorite movies. So it's even worse because if she likes it, and she doesn't like necessarily love a lot of movies, but she also isn't really into slow burn movies, and she was into Rebel Ridge. So I'm gonna give you the floor. Tell me about your Rebel Ridge opinion.
So, for the first set the stage, I'm sure a lot of people, anyone who's listening, who's tuning in, has seen it. But man, got a huge wave of social media all about this movie that came out on Netflix, Rebel Ridge. I know it was kind of like a cop revenge thriller, so I was pretty interested. Rebel Ridge has a really good performance by Aaron Pierre and Don Johnson. They're, in my view, they're certainly not the toughest part, the weakest part of the movie.
Nope.
I think there's a couple dimensions of my issue with Rebel Ridge, and part of them intertwine with each other. And the first part is, I thought it got a little bit slow. Particularly, actually, it's funny, we were talking about the middles and challenges. I think it loses a little bit of steam in the middle, and then it's maybe the last 20 or 30 minutes that we get some action. And I think that the issue with that is because his character, I get the ethos of the non-violent. You know, he doesn't kill, or he doesn't kill, right? He just disarms. But I feel like after that first, there's the pace, the famous pace scene that.
Oh my god, that one's going. That you have to admit though, that conversation is going down in the annals of history of like iconic fucking quotes.
It's a great back and forth.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's a good scene. But then I feel like it loses a little bit after what he decides to do. I think he goes a bit too... There's a lot of interesting discourse about it. As people say, "Oh, I wanted him I wanted him to kill them all.
Yeah, you
And
wanted
I totally get that because
yeah,
I
cop
totally
killing
get that
fantasy,
because
yeah.
it's cathartic. It would have been badass, etc. Like, so I get that. However, it's not what the movie is. So what I do is I have to put my personal feeling of what I wanted to the side, and then just try to evaluate it based on what it's trying to do. So then the whole thing is, he doesn't kill people, etc.
Yep.
I still felt politically it was hedging itself too much with oh yeah, I guess if anyone's here, spoilers for Rebel Ridge.
Yeah, spoilers for Rebel Ridge. You should fucking go watch
yeah,
Rebel Ridge, and maybe
yeah,
Netflix will have the balls to put a movie in fucking theaters. That movie would have made so much money in theaters. Speaking of challengers and Amazon.
Yes. If you haven't seen Rebel Ridge yet, please just go to Netflix and watch Rebel Ridge.
Yep.
And then you can come back and listen to this, or you can hit us up and we can talk to you about it further. But then I thought it made a few too many. I get what it was going for, just this corrupt police force. Black Marine coming into town and kind of showing how it showed like multiple layers of like how white supremacy has embedded itself in its justice system.
Yes.
However, I feel like there are certain points where, again, if it's not going to get me, the cop killer movie that a lot of people wanted. Fine, but then I felt at a couple points in the movie, again, spoilers, everybody.
Spoilers.
It hedges itself and it starts giving us this cop he could actually be good, which I kind of get that movies have to do the like redemptive spirit, but I thought it was I had an issue with how it was kind of
The cop out.
trying to play both. Yeah, I thought exactly. Yeah, I was trying to find out a short way to say. I thought it was a slight bit of a cop out with trying to do the, wow. Even though this cop was working under this corrupt sheriff for all these years, look, he can come around and still be good.
See, cops can be good. You were thinking it was trying to pat itself on the back a little bit.
Yeah. So that was an issue. But again, there are movies that are like that can be an issue, and that's why I wish you just had like a teensy bit more action, like that last little bit. I was hoping to see. Well, here's what I was expecting, is if he's not going to go out and shoot them all up in a big rampage, I was expecting a fair bit more instances of him like snapping limbs, and I thought it was gonna kind of be a movie where he's just gonna go around and just have, like, we get that one good thing where he steps on the cop's elbow, and kind of that really good action scene where they basically got him all surrounded. There's a lot of smoke, and
God, that was fucking
this
Jesus.
actually this is a good opportunity for me to compliment the film in that there are times I'm watching it and I feel like that it reminded me of I'm watching a legitimate cinematic movie representation.
Yep.
Like what I think about of stealth scenes in video games. She's like going around. There's a couple of instances in a good way. A lot of people would hear a movie video game comparison and think it's cheap, but I actually mean that like super complimentary here and kind of the badass feel it's conveying. I think that kind of summarized. Yeah, I just thought it was just like a tad bit slow, or at least it loses momentum, and then it kind of comes back near the end.
You think like the investigative part of it was just
I think that's kind of like
we're further showing how shitty these people are. We got it.
If anyone who watched The Office, Roy from The Office.
Yeah, Roy from The Office.
He's one of the cops. He's actually the cop that we were talking about, who is
He ends up. It's not shocking that's what they did.
Good.
It's not shocking that it was him.
Good.
I'm gonna be honest. That one I kind of predicted.
Like, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's all of my big thoughts. I'll pass it to you to talk about if you got anything you want to share on it.
Sure. So I think Rebel Ridge is as somebody who actually I don't want to be mean about this, who's actually been in like fights, the approach, the execution on a realistic level is somewhat visceral in its own way. And the one thing I want to say, the one argument I want to say is, he always was trying to show that his approach was better than whatever those cops were going to do. That, like, his entire point in the entire way that he was is that his approach to this situation and to what's happening is always going to be better. He will always be the guy that is in control of not just himself, but of the situation. It is who he was. It was how he was in the military. And I think if he would have killed, it would have taken away from his character and how he is always in control. Because to kill, especially when you have been as trained as he is losing control. And I think if he would have let them win, even killing one of them, I think it would have failed his character, in a sense. Now, I do like your argument of, well, then break more things. I also think that breaking and causing a little too much pain would have also been him losing control. And that is the hero's plight that he is in. He truly is the hero of this tale. He truly is. He is there to get his cousin, to set him straight, and to just reset, because he knows what it's like. He knows what it takes to get someone to be in control again. And because of that, I think if he would have killed, I actually would have ended up hating the movie more. And because he maintained his control, I feel like that allows his character to be the guy that is absolutely better than the asshole that wanted to essentially murder everybody to cover up his bullshit secret. All because you guys were already a shitty police force, and it just kept going. And because of, when you get so deep, when you're in too deep and you cannot get out, I think it shows just how much control it takes to be truly good in the situation that he was put in. And I think as much as I wanted it to, I did too. I'm not gonna lie. There were, especially when they kept fucking with the recovering addict girl, I wanted that fucking short-haired, balding bitch redhead to die. I was like, listen, I don't care if anybody else dies, but I want him to die. Because it truly felt like he was the only one who's like, yep, I'm going to do whatever it takes to be alive. Like, the whole reason that they were doing what they were doing was because they got in trouble on social media and by the state, and they lost their funding because they had been such shitty cops. They were so corrupt. And the only way for them to survive was to be more corrupt. So it was just an enabling of an enable. And like, watch this movie, I went, yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy is definitely the one who totally had the complaint filed on him. And then he just kept being more and more shitty. And I think that what they were trying to say is cops will always protect cops, right? And so by the end of that movie, when the cops helped him get out, they were still protecting cops. It didn't change anything. It didn't, oh, we're gonna be better. No. The situation ended. The game was done. But nothing changed. He lost his cousin. They went too far and they killed his cousin. They went too far and almost killed her. But he continued to follow his rule set and to follow his code and not let them win here. And I think that that is why this movie is great, because it is completely reliant on its main character and his execution of that vow, and to show, like, I don't even think there's a fit of rage that comes out of this man. This man is constantly in control because he knows he has to be. Because if that man did lose control, it would be a bloodbath. And it's not what he wanted. And I love the opening scene where they talk about how he never left the United States. And I laughed. And I don't know if my wife got it. But as somebody who was in the Army, I have met a lot of people that have never left the States. But I can assure you, you still wouldn't fuck with them. And if anything, that movie was the most pro-military movie I've ever seen, and in semi-anti-cop system, because it shows you cannot change the system with a single event. And every other corrupt cop fantasy out there always is like, yeah, we're gonna kill them, and then we're gonna have IA come in, and we're gonna make things better. No, you're fucking not! Because the system is bad. And this movie showed that while you can pluck something bad off of the tree, the system is still there. And I felt like it was a satisfying, yet unsatisfying reality that we lived in. And that is why I think Rebel Ridge is so good. Because it doesn't try to just be one guy can change it all. No, it takes fucking all of us. This fucking system is bad. And we have to admit it and grow it. Otherwise, every so often, weeds are going to come up and someone's going to pluck them. But guess what? Weeds are coming right back. And that to me is why Rebel Ridge is one of my favorite movies of the year. Because it makes these statements. And that's why I loved it. And I totally get your points. I totally understand why people wouldn't like it, because we all want to live in that fantasy of, God, cops just get what they deserve when they're shitty. But I feel like it was refreshing to get a movie that didn't. Because we all need to look and say, yeah, there is no hero coming to fix our system. There is, no new king. Like we're playing Romancing Saga. Yeah, that's it. Seth says it. It's a full spiritual successor to Rambo. The first Rambo is so political and deep. Rebel Ridge just updated the conversation from Vietnam to BLM. Absolutely, yes, that is it. It is a modern Rambo, and I love that because of it. That first Rambo is still one of the greatest movies of all time. How you doing, Adam? You can't tell I really love that fucking movie.
I'm good.
Love that movie. But I'm also okay if people have problems with it. Like, I get it. We all want the fucking fantasy. But goddamn, man. That movie,
I gave two parts to my criticism. And second is if you can't give me the fantasy, give me at least something more.
Give you satisfaction.
I like one scene that one of the things that was a turning point was like he's confronting them. I think he's done like his first disarmament in the station. But anyway, he ends up getting getting access to the money that was stolen from him.
Yep.
And instead of taking back what was stolen from him, he says, "No, I'll just take 15 and give you guys. We had a deal."
That was the deal.
Like he honors it. But still, no, it was an honorable deal just meant to appease people that had stole more from you. It was very typical. It was like centrist, kind of like trying to have it both ways of, yeah, you completely screwed me over, but I'll go ahead and compromise with you anyway. That's when I'm like, okay, man, like you don't have to kill him, but take all your money back, bro. The money they stole from him, not your. This extra deal we made, I'm gonna honor it. Like,
It's
come
just
on,
money.
dude.
The thing that mattered was getting to his
Come
cousin.
on.
That was it. 15,000 is all he needed for the bail, so he could get his cousin out. That was the only reason why he was there. The other part of it was to get the truck, so they could, start becoming better, like improve his cousin's life together. For him, I can take this 15,000, I can get him out. That is primary objective. I'm going to speak kind of military like. Primary objective, get my cousin out. Secondary objective, use the rest of this money to start a new life together. Set him on the right path with the rest of this money. It is a secondary objective that is not necessary for the entire situation to be a success. It is just an amendment. We can amend the secondary objective and adapt it to something else, but the primary has to be made. If the primary does not happen, the secondary fails along with the primary, and the primary can never fail. In the end, the primary and secondary both fail. But he kept his moral, which is, I am here for one thing, and that is my cousin. And if I get him out, then I have succeeded, and I can figure the rest of the secondary and how we make the secondary work later. And so I think for him, he was just trying to be like, listen, I'm here for one fucking thing. I'm not here to cause more trouble. I am going to show you how this fucking goes and what I can do. And maybe that'll be enough of a deterrent for you to understand and fathom what I can do. And maybe he wasn't dumb. He knew they were doing some bad shit. Which is why when she started trying to fucking tell him, oh yeah, well, they're doing this, he's like, I don't care. Because he didn't care. I'm not here for this. He didn't care until his cousin was dead. And then it was time to care a little bit. And then he was like, all right, new primary objective. Never let this shit happen again to anybody in this town. Then his primary objective changed. His focus changed. His focus became stopping them from doing that again. And not ending up in jail. Not ending up worse off than what he was. Because he got to walk away from that situation. So, in essence, the main objective of I walk away still was on the table for him the entire time. And that is what happens when somebody like that is fully in control. And that was what was going on. That man, if you watch that movie again with the guise of, I want to see when he loses control, the answer is never. That man is in control the entire time. And that might be the single most terrifying thing about that movie, is this is a man in control. He is thinking clearly. He is processing information on an advanced level. He is sticking to the objective and not letting anything get the better of him. And it's terrifyingly deep. And it was at the end of that movie, also, by the way, at the end of that movie, I went, yeah, so I think we found our Jon Stewart. It's this motherfucker. God damn, would he be great as Jon Stewart, Green Lantern. Because holy shit. But I think that's just my look at it with that knowledge I had. But I can see that. Again, like, nothing you're saying would I go, no, you're fucking wrong, Adam. You stupid, beautiful man. How dare you say those things? I can see that because you wanted him to, but the thing is if he would have done that, he would have lost control. That would have been not him in control. He made a deal. This was the deal. He was going to stick to the deal. He was never going to not be the one on top and in control. In the end, the person who was always constantly the better man in every single thing that happened in that movie was him. He always was better. And I love that. I love that he, like, that's a movie of what if someone facing the most morally depraved people constantly took the high road. Constantly. That man was a hero from start to finish and never had a fall. And I'm okay with that. We don't get too many movies like that where the hero is constantly the hero. And, they had a chance to have him be that guy who loses control and kills one of them. I really wanted him to do that, though. I did want him to kill one of them. And we all know who that one is, because we all wanted him to die. Not Don Johnson. Don Johnson was so good in this movie. God damn! Don Johnson has now done 2 cop movies. 2 cop things that he is crushing, because he crushed it in Watchmen as well. God, he was so good in that Watchmen TV show. Why are we not casting Don Johnson in more shit? Guy plays a good cop. But yeah. What would you give Rebel Ridge on your star scale?
I gave it a 3 out of 5, I believe. 3 or 6 out of 10.
I gave it a 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. For me, it's definitely. I think if Dune didn't come out this year, it probably would have been my favorite movie of the year. I will say that Aaron's performance is one of my favorite performances of the year. That was absolutely bone-chilling. His execution of that role, and I have watched that movie twice now, and I'm probably gonna watch it a third. So, but yeah. I think we're in a good age though. I like some of the movies we got coming out. Adam, what movie coming out are you excited for the most?
What's coming out this? Nosferatu might be. Every time I see that trailer in the theater, I get a big smile on my face when I see the beginning and I know what I'm about to see. 'Cause that shit looks flames.
I don't have another choice. I was hoping that you wouldn't say Nosferatu, because that's mine.
There's probably another movie. There's got to be other good movies coming out this year, but that was the first one that came to mind. I love that's coming out at Christmas.
Yep.
Honestly,
Sonic 3. Fine, I'll say another one. Sonic 3. I'm super excited for Sonic 3. I have, if anyone who doesn't know, I have a son who has autism. He is 16 years old. Big Sonic fan. He loves Sonic 1. When we went to see Sonic 2 in the theater, so autistic people, especially not like people who say, "Oh, I'm autistic," like that. I mean, like truly autistic, diagnosed people. They do this thing called stemming, and it's how they kind of process and deal with being overwhelmed. And for Drake, he will slap his hands like this, and he'll hum while he's slapping. He did that the entirety of Sonic 2. From the moment the movie started to the moment the movie ended, the kid stemmed. I was tired walking out of that movie, having seen my son stem for 2 straight fucking hours. And so I'm super excited for Sonic 3. We're probably gonna. I was saving Knuckles for when we got closer to Sonic 3. And we're gonna watch Knuckles probably here really soon. Super excited for that. So I would say Sonic 3 might be the movie that I'm like, let's fucking go. Outside of Nosferatu. Nosferatu is a movie just for me. I don't know anybody else in this house who gives a shit about that movie, and I don't care. I usually don't go to the movies alone. I'm probably gonna go fucking to the movies alone because I got to see that movie in a theater, and I'm just like, oh my god, holy shit, that movie looks so good. Like, that first trailer just left an impression on me in a way that I haven't had in a while. I'm gonna say a while. And especially after seeing The Northman in theaters, I'm ready. I wish I would have seen The Lighthouse in theaters.
That was a great theatrical experience.
Yeah, Northman was an incredible theatrical experience too. God, that movie just spoke to me. What about you, Seth? I see you joined. How's your night going?
Super duper. How do these AirPods sound versus my laptop mic?
You sound far away.
Sounds terrible. Really bad.
Awful. Sounds like AirPods, yeah.
Oh.
I fucking hate it. I had a pair of AirPods that did that shit. It drove me fucking nuts. My review of this game that I'm playing, by the way, everyone, is going to be very, very short and sweet at the end of this. So. It's gonna be very easy for me to tell you guys how I feel about this game. Because I'm gonna just fucking pre-order.
Is this better?
Oh, that's way better.
Way better.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just having a great fucking time. Just, I can't believe this game looks like this. This is insanely awesome looking. Like, this game looks great. Oh, fucking in love. Guys, this is I'm just gonna tell you the score now. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. This game is. I haven't really done anything, I know, but like, Romancing Saga 2 is old as shit, and this is what this remake looks like. This is insane. This is, like, just to put this into perspective for people who might understand, this is remake level great look. This is them taking something they learned from Final Fantasy VII Remake and doing something similar, just a little less expensive. This is awesome. And probably the best... Oh, I don't know if it's the best Saga game. Oh, I really do like Saga Emerald. Oh, I've heard it's... Oh. I'm going to say best one. You know what? Fuck it. Seth wants me to be absolute. Romancing Saga 2 is the best of the Saga series. Nothing else is this good. There you go, Seth. There's your clip. The 10 views you get off that one will really show up. And that one guy who also has played Saga games. Seth, what movie that hasn't come out yet are you most excited for? That isn't Nosferatu or Sonic 3.
Are we for the rest of this year?
No, we can go into next year. We're close enough. I think we can go into next year.
Okay. Let's see. Let me pull up my little listy here. The internet remembers things for me, so I can smoke as much as I want.
I love the internet.
We've got Joker 2.
I hate that fucking movie. That might be the movie I'm least excited to fucking give a shit about. Hey guys, you want to make a movie about a notoriously great villain? Oh, but he's not actually that villain, and also we're making it a dumb musical, but we're also not including probably the one person who would have made this musical interesting, which is Music Meister. Fuck that movie, fuck everything about it. I think it's dumb, I think it's stupid, and I think it's just going to promote incel culture more and more and more, and I fucking hate it. Go on, next.
Venom 3.
Fuck yeah, let's fucking go. The last dance is here, baby. We're fucking going. Look at that. Hey, look. Hey, Joker. Hey, Joker. Look at that. Look at that. Someone did a movie about a villain that's fucking entertaining. Fuck off. Fuck yeah. Fucking bring it. Null, let's go. Don't even give a shit that they're gonna totally make him really tiny.
I bet Null's only an Easter egg. I bet he's not even in the movie.
No, they've definitely been like hinting at Null showing up. Like the way that this whole saga has been composed is that they all kind of ran here, and so like Null being the one they run from is a perfect little logic. Dude, this is so old school. There's just shit everywhere.
Queen's got a movie coming out.
Who?
Have you heard of? Are you a fan of Steve McQueen?
I can't remember the last Steve McQueen movie I've seen.
Adam, you have to love Steve McQueen, right?
Adam?
I'm trying to recall a movie off the top of my head.
I know, that's me. I can't fucking tell you the last Steve McQueen movie. Bless you.
Oh my god, okay. 12 Years a Slave and Widows were his last two most recent movies. He only does a movie like every 5 years.
Fuck, I did love 12 Years
Yeah,
a
I've seen both
Slave.
of those. Yeah, both of them were pretty
Widows was also fucking incredible.
Widows. Was that was the movie with all of the big famous men that were killed, right? Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah. Had to think for a second what Widows was. Yeah, okay.
Widows was Viola Davis. He gets a team together.
Yeah. I'm saying Steve
Because
McQueen.
Liam Neeson died. And yeah.
Let's see what 12 Years a Slave is. He's a director, I'm guessing.
Anyway, he's got a movie coming out with Apple called. Yeah, he's a director. He's got a movie coming out with Saoirse Ronan in at the end of the year on Apple, and so that's almost guaranteed to be a fucking home
Yeah,
run.
it's on Apple. They know how to make great movies. Oh, Grenfell. Is it Grenfell? Is that the name? Oh, that's a short film. I'm dumb. Blitz.
Yeah, he did a fuck ton of short films.
God, Widows, 12 Years a Slave, Shame. Sorry, I was on the old Steve McQueen and not the new, cooler Steve McQueen. Sorry about that. That took way too long.
Oh, ha! Yes.
Oh, God.
No, not the white Steve McQueen, the black Steve McQueen.
Oh, yeah. Black Steve McQueen's so much cooler, though. I like his movies way more. Yeah, I'm fucking in. Yeah, especially if it's going to be on Apple, I'm in. I stand by the fact that I say that I think Apple TV still has some of the best shit on it. Consistently great programming on Apple TV.
Definitely burning that Apple money.
Yep, they definitely burnt that Apple money as hard as they could. And that's okay, because I appreciate that they actually said, hey guys, look, this is us showing you all this. By the way, still didn't make any money. And everyone's like, yeah, well, that's because you didn't market it. And it's like, well, I actually saw the marketing for a lot of these things. And Ted Lasso fucking ruled TikTok.
Say that again?
What did he say? This drunk bastard.
I have my camera on in Discord if you want to hang out in Discord.
He's going to see fucking Bad Lieutenant here soon.
You know what? I actually canceled my ticket.
What?
Yep, I canceled my ticket. I was gonna stay. I decided to stay in. Unless you guys think I should go see it.
Oh,
I don't know why I
dude.
decided to stay in.
It's the original,
man.
right?
Yeah, it's
worth seeing.
Harvey Keitel. I didn't say you pronounce his last name right.
I would say go see it.
It's good.
Yeah, really? Where's my
Yeah.
phone?
Yeah, dude. Like when you like, I don't like. I thought me adjusting my time from 7 to 6 was all I needed to do for me to be like, no, yeah, that's a good fucking reason. Go see Bad Lieutenant. Like,
Dude, apparently it's like, I think it's a separate cut, but it's like NC-17.
yes. Oh my God, it's his. Oh, dude, you gotta see that.
Yeah.
That's it. You've gotta. Yeah, you gotta. Guys, this fucking game is fucking great.
All right, let me get this ticket.
Yeah, dude, you gotta see Bad Lieutenant. Oh, I wish I could go see that with you. God, I love that movie.
Abel Ferrara? Am I saying that right?
Yeah. You're close.
Ferreira.
Guys,
Ferreira.
spoiler. This king does die at some point. I just want everyone to know. Spoilers. Gerard now has access to Fireball. Fireball! Coming down on me!
Fireball.
Dude, there's a cool thing. I don't know if it's gonna be. It keeps making me think it is. With these fucking idea of things next to these things. But one of the cool things. There it is! There it is. So this is the cool thing about soccer games. You don't, like, leveling up doesn't get you new skills. Using items for proficiency, like your proficiency goes up in an internal engine, and that gives you new techniques eventually. And it's the coolest, most satisfying thing to ever fucking see. Is when you unlock new fucking shit. Because you could be getting your ass beat and you're just trying to fucking get through, and then all of a sudden you get a skill that fucking changes it all. God, and I like that. I like that we've now, like, hey, this is how this levels up. This is how this leveled up. Oh God, this. Oh,
Damn.
Alicia, I'm about to spend money. I'm fucking
Yep, this
fun.
is Alamo says this is screening the uncut NC-17 version.
Go. Yeah, yeah, definitely go. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely worth your time.
I'd be pissy if I.
Controversial character
It just
study
means
of
it's
an
gonna-
NYPD detective.
Yes. Yep, that means you get the full fucking controversial Bad Lieutenant experience.
He's probably gonna say some really problematic things that I'm gonna say.
He is. You're going to see a lot of 70s gore
Yep.
that was cut out.
You got to see it, dude. You fucking got it. So good.
Dang, I didn't realize this movie was.
Allow me to prove my might.
It's a vision of a city that no longer exists.
Yep.
It's set in Louisiana, right?
Correct. Yeah, it should be Porter Call, right?
Leave everything to me.
I thought
Yeah.
it
Oh,
was
he's
the
an
same.
NYPD detective.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Nick Cage version.
That's what I said. I said that's Porter Call.
So wait, we're not even thinking of the, we're not even talking about the same movie.
No, we are. He got the two mixed up. Porter Call is like a spiritual sequel to Bad Lieutenant that starred Nick Cage.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the one that's directed by Werner.
Yes, that
Werner
one's not
Herzog.
terrible
Herzog,
either,
yeah.
but the original is something fucking special.
That's what I
It's got
read
lizard
several
lips,
reviews
man.
on. Dude,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, several reviews were calling it a masterpiece.
Which one of the NC Bad,
Bad
Lieutenant?
Lieutenant.
Yeah, fucking of course it is.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a fucking perfect goddamn movie.
Roger Ebert says Keitel has given us one of the great screen performances in recent years.
Crushes it. God, that movie is so
Oh,
good.
dude. Here's some film history for you. Bad Lieutenant is the reason Keitel is in Reservoir Dogs.
Yep.
Tarantino was such a fan that he wanted him, and he also tried really hard to work with De Niro because of Taxi
Mhm.
Cab. Or Taxi Cab.
Yep. Both of those are two of his top movies of all time. Like my wife is not she doesn't really get the RT shit, and I don't blame her. She did not like Challengers. Like I think Challengers to her was like 2. But she's not into those types of movies. I am very confident that if I took her to see fucking Bad Lieutenant, that
You love
specifically
it?
that version, she'd be like, "Oh fuck." She'd be into it. I think she would really
Yeah, that's
like.
one of those good asshole movies.
Yeah.
Leave everything
It sounds very grimy
Like
though.
when you watch. It is real grimy.
Oh, it's
Are
grimy.
you a fan of that like grimy?
Oh yeah.
I never let my
Oh,
You guys,
yeah.
You guys ever watch The Deuce? That is the 70s.
Every morning at 8 a.m., buddy.
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the guy who made The Wire. He made a show set during the 70s and 80s as well. So the place is called The Deuce, the like bar, and it's kind of just about like prostitution, the rise of porn, and cops in the 70s in New York in the 70s and 80s. And if you like The Wire, you're gonna like this. It's gritty. It gives me those vibes. It's very
does sound
gritty.
good.
It's really good.
But Michael, it seems today all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV.
Well, guess what, motherfucker? The show that made that stupid dumb line seem funny might be the most unoriginal garbage I've ever seen. So maybe don't listen to it. Hey, you guys want to watch a show that does the same thing plot-wise over and over and over at Fate? Every single fucking episode ever? Wow, so excited. Go watch American Dad. Okay? You guys want to watch you guys want a good Seth MacFarlane? Go watch fucking American Dad. It's so much better. It's so much better. And the political commentary feels like he knew that this was going to happen at some point.
Follow my father's example.
God, if you guys can't tell, I don't like American Dad. God, I wish I was as cool and tough and had the
Mike-
biggest dick like this king does.
Mike, have you seen the episode of American Dad where Stan and his daughter get into the band Gideon?
Yes.
And like, it ends, that's my all-time
I love that
favorite.
show.
All-time
love
favorite.
that show.
Stan becomes a hippie. It's amazing.
I love that fucking show. God, fucking American Dad is so much better than fucking anything he does. Oh my god. And Cleveland Show might be one of the most racist things I've ever watched in my life. But I did watch it. So.
It's still going on.
No, they canceled that for 4 seasons. American Dad was going on for a while. Like American Dad, for a bit it was on like TBS hardcore. It's probably the best show on
I
there.
have to use this opportunity. I messaged you, Mike, but Seth, as soon as you get the opportunity, man, you gotta go see The Substance in theaters because the gore is insane. It is a legitimate body horror movie. They weren't just using that tagline on the poster and the promo just to sell it. It is a legit body horror movie. Especially the last like 30 minutes are insane. I think you're gonna love it. I wish I was there. If it was there, I would be annoyed. Let's go to the movie. Let's go to the movie.
I will probably not be able to go to the theaters to see that. I was looking and
Definitely do not take family kids.
I was gonna take the kids to see it. What the fuck, bro? Can't take my kids to see it. This movie sucked. See, son?
I was thinking about going to see that tonight.
With The Substance. God damn it.
You should, man.
I wish I was cool.
It's funny. It's not only about what I think it's good is you can tell from the trailers that it's like about body image and body standards, and like that's a big theme of the movie. But a lot of it's like addictive behavior.
Oh,
Elizabeth
fuck yeah,
Sparkles, she has a lot of neuroses and just like very addictive behavior. Watching the movie was like, wow, this is fucking me. Yeah, and it's
God damn it.
I highly I'll go see Bad Lieutenant. Set go see Substance, man. It is if you come back and you're like, Substance was alright, I'll send you the money to take it.
Seth, I need you to go see it and not like it. I'll send you money.
Yeah.
if-
I was about to say that's a good way to. You can have a really good good little business going. Just being like, I did not like any of these movies you recommended.
I can do that.
It
I
might
can
be good.
absolutely make that
Yeah.
a thing. I can be like, I didn't like it
Yeah.
at all. And no one will know if I'm telling the truth or not. That's what happens
is
when you're a
gross.
pathological
It
sociopath.
is.
If it can deliver on the allegory, and if it can deliver on body horror, it's already a home run for me. Like guaranteed,
shocked.
just straight home run.
It is gross, man. Like it is. It's got to be the goriest movie of the year, just in terms of. I'm telling you, the trailers did a good job of just. Oh man, dude.
Violent Nature.
LA,
I was about to say that. I think I brought that up when he said it to me. I was like, even in A Violent Nature, which actively
and A
shows
Violent
someone
Nature has
getting their
the
fucking
best
spine
kill.
ripped out.
The best kill of the year.
Oh
The
yeah,
Substance-
absolutely.
The substance has like 5 times. It has maybe like 6 or 7 times as much gore.
Ooh.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably have to
Yeah.
watch that privately.
right, all right.
Sadly.
Really, really good. I got out of the movie and I could hear someone. I heard a couple, and the guy was like, "Well, what'd you think?" And she goes, "I thought it was gross,
Yep.
and not in a fun gross."
No.
She's totally wrong about the second part. But when I heard her just completely say it was gross, I was like, "Sickos are so back."
Yeah, I don't want them to be. Only because usually sickos aren't good. Like I like the substance being great and In a Violent Nature being great is one thing, but it's gonna fucking inspire someone who is not good at that shit.
They'll probably get this. Yeah,
You know what I
kinda
mean?
get it. That's something. Inevitably, is good art will encourage people to make bad knockoffs.
Garbage, yeah. That's my only problem.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna make shit because of these two movies, and it's gonna piss me off. That's me being the fucking like curmudgeon that I am. Hard break, bam.
You know what, Mike? I'm gonna kill your character in Last Night in Salem.
Wait, you already did. I'm so confused. Thought I was already dead.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make it worse. You're not just gonna drown in a tub this time.
Okay. What are you doing? Am I gonna get fucking decimated?
I'm thinking we have Titus throw you onto like a sawzall or something.
Oh man, that means I'm gonna have to have my face fully plastered, and I don't know if I can handle it.
No, I'm thinking body. I'm thinking your spine. That's
Okay,
that's
okay,
that's what the image I have in my head.
That's fine. That's fine. That'll be interesting. Yeah, if we're gonna go that route, that's fine. I don't give a shit.
We don't have any good torso hits in the movie, so I want to get.
Yeah, I think it'll work. I'm blind. This piece of shit blinded me. Fuck you, buddy. Hey, fuck you, buddy.
I'm blind.
Not any blind anymore. For the Empire, motherfuckers.
The new iOS update really helped me, made it easier to organize my photos.
Fuck yeah.
So as part of it, it has a feature that like identifies the people. So it flagged Seth, Mike, and Mason. A lot of photos, so it was fun going back and man, I took a lot of photos of my phone.
Yeah, I let my algorithm. I take a lot of
Hell
dick
yeah.
pics and then I attach it to my contact. So that way, anytime I get a dick pic in my phone, it just thinks it's my dick, and I'm like, hell yeah, it is.
Which dick pic is my contact?
I don't know if I can reveal that, but let's just say it's. I took my pubonus area, right? And I did something really cool and artsy with it because I find you to be artsy, and so it's really kind of a really nice, formal, artsy pick. Adam, I always consider you a dapper gentleman.
Thank
So
you,
I put a top hat and a little suit on it. So,
Dude, Bad Lieutenant is only 96 minutes. A tight 90 was
Yeah,
so bad.
it's a fucking tight 90. It's so good, dude. You're gonna be like, holy shit, this movie's fucking over. Yeah, that movie's. Oh, God, I wish I was there to fucking go with you. God,
There was
dude.
something about the 70s that they knew the science, like a good movie, a short 90-minute, really intense character stuff. Ugh.
That's when all the
Love
good
a good-
porn was,
yeah.
was
I love
around
it.
too, you know.
Have you ever seen Little Murders, Adam?
No. Who's that?
It's set in 70s New York around a like curmudgeon-y photographer. It is really, really great. I love it.
I gotta start smoking, getting ready.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I might pack a bowl after this pipe. If you want.
I'm gonna take a certain thing once I'm done with this stream. A vitamin.
Is it a adult candy?
No,
A vitamin?
I'm taking I'm taking an adult vitamin.
Leave everything to me.
Guys, I'm so depressed. I'm gonna take 100 Flintstone gummies.
That's how I fix myself, you know. Let's take all those gummies. It helps. God, this game is fucking perfect. I know you guys don't like turn. I know Seth especially hates fucking turn-based RPGs. This fucking game speaks to me.
I like watching people play them that enjoy them.
Yeah, this game is great. This game's just fucking like I haven't even gotten to the level of strategy that this game requires yet, because this is still technically the beginning of the game. Because like something happens and this guy is gonna die. So I think it's in here that he dies, but I can't fucking remember for the life of me. Oh, that guy. This piece
Is that like the new thing for video games? Like your first character early in the game and switch you out?
This game is from like the early 90s.
Ah,
This game's old. This is a remake of Romancing Saga 2, which is from like 94, 95? Yeah, this is like, that's why I said it's like a Final Fantasy 7 remake kind of approach where they completely redid this game. Stun slash! Yeah! Fucking go. God, I love new attacks. Fuck this game. Ah! Yeah, Alicia, I'm about to spend $50 on this fucking game. Yeah, it's getting it. It's getting the $50.
It's your money, she says.
Yeah, she did say that, didn't she? She did enable me. Oh, boss fight time. It's boss fight time. This will probably be the end of the stream, too. Golly.
Boss fight.
I can't with this game. It's just so fucking perfect. Yeah, this is one of those turn-based RPGs.
Yeah, Adam,
that's
if I don't...
modular. He left for a second. He'll be back.
If I... Oh, okay.
He's back now.
Yeah, I'm split between going to see 89 Batman and a body horror movie.
Oh man, let's watch a good movie.
Wait, did you say Batman? Because honestly, the only there's a 9:30 showing of Batman Forever, but Alamo's doing this dumb shit where they're calling it a movie party, so I can't use my subscription to buy it. I would have to pay a full price ticket to go see the 9:30 Batman Forever, whereas Bad Lieutenant it's covered as part of my Alamo subscription plan. But damn, Batman Forever on a big screen would be amazing.
Yeah, because it's the best of those Burton Batmans anyway.
Dude, grew up with those movies. Big fan. Batman Forever, Batman and Robin will always have a special place in my heart. Those are Cant. That's pure Cant, baby.
Thank you. Thank you, anyone who doesn't understand why Batman and Robin is a great fucking movie. I was literally having a conversation with my coworkers about how much I love Batman and Robin. It goes full on into the camp, and it does not give a fuck. And I love every aspect of that.
It is
Boss
just
fight.
so entertaining, man. Dude, Nicole Kidman's so hot in Batman Forever. The lighting, like they look great. I think they're great looking movies.
Yeah, I think they have a certain style to them that just will never fade. I think people overhype Batman, and I don't think it's that great. I think Batman Forever is better. I think it is tonally confusing.
You guys ready for?
And Batman Forever is not tonally confusing. So fuck anyone.
You want my hottest?
Oh shit!
You got a take for us?
This is
Hot
this
take.
is my steaming tea. Okay. Joel Schumacher gave us the best on-screen Gotham City that has been created so far.
Correct. That's not even a hot take. I agree.
Are you talking about you say Batman Forever?
Yeah.
It looks good.
Batman Forever and Batman Robin, both of his movies have the best Gotham City. It's dark and it's dreary, but it's still neon. It feels ancient with those like really, really awesome statues that only a gay man would stop to go, no, we have to have some like homoeroticism in our movie. He created the best looking Gotham City. If every Batman movie had that Gotham, it would if Robert Pattinson's Batman happens in that city, I'm creaming my pants every time I watch it.
Hey, controversial opinion. I think the Batman is the best Batman movie ever.
I think that's controversial.
I've seen shills online who keep wanting to try and tell me otherwise, but I'm sorry. The best Batman is the Batman. It's one of the only movies that fully understands what the Batman is about. In a modern setting.
It's really
in
hard.
A modern set. I need to say in a modern setting. Just so people don't try to fucking fight me over that. Oh, this little pussy's confused. Time for him to die. Fuck off. Boom.
Batman Forever movie party. He's not even let me get a ticket. You know what? I did get a ticket too. I gotta tell you guys, I'm so excited for this.
There we go.
I got a ticket for Wednesday, October 2nd to see Men in Black with a live Q&A with director Barry Sonnenfeld
Fuck
afterward. That's gonna be so fire, man.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. I'm very pumped for that.
God, I wish I lived in New York sometimes.
I know man. You could just—it is an amazing cinephile city.
Well then, let us make haste. haste, so he may put his
Yep.
mind at ease.
Yep. All right, finish that boss. We won. This is when I can't remember what the fuck happens. Yeah, that's yep. Here we are.
What is going on? No.
And then your dad's gonna die in front of you.
Victor! Brother!
Michael, in the most respectful way possible, your character looks like at least 300 concubines. Like that man lays pipe morning, noon, and night.
Which guy? My guy or the king?
Found its mark.
The king is fucking. The guy with the mustache and the goatee. Yeah, he banging.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leon bangs. Leon absolutely fucked, right? Leon fucked. His brother, who's the guy, Victor, who's the guy who got hurt, also fucks. And then your guy, Gerard, who, let's be honest, your dad is desperate to make you not a disappointment for once in your fucking life. It's not working. The main guy of this game starts out kind of like a little bitch. Like, if you weren't paying attention to the turn-based part of this, that guy is a pussy-ass bitch. Okay, here we go. Look at Victor. Victor's fucking cool as shit. God, I love the way this game just looks. Oh, fuck. I think I'm... Dude, this guy fucks.
Seth, is there an Alamo Draft House in your area?
No.
No. Closest one to me is Winchester, so I'm like 45 minutes from one.
I just love the programming, man. It's so
Yep.
nice to be able to go see an old movie.
You know what?
On the big
I want to
screen.
go see it.
The
But it's
upside
not.
is
The warehouse cinema people are doing something like that. They have this thing called Film League, and I probably won't be able to go, and I really wish I could. But September 29th, they are showing Purple Rain,
oh my god.
and anyone who knows me knows how much I love Prince. Yeah, I want to go so bad, but I cannot.
I
wanna
can't.
go.
I love you so much.
That's not even my favorite Prince movie, by the way. I know, plot twist. Prince's best movie is Under the Cherry Moon.
I've never seen Purple Rain.
I think it's
Or
on
Under the
Max. Under the Cherry Moon is also on Max. He has another one called Graffiti Bridge that is like a sequel to Purple Rain. It's not great. But Under the Cherry Moon is a homage to black and white cinema. So it's completely in black and white, except it's black and white black cinema.
As for Kazinsi,
Absolutely fantastic. Totally worth your time. It holds up. I literally just watched it recently. It is on Max. I totally recommend watching Under the Cherry Moon.
inherit your abilities.
He makes some incredible music for it. It's underappreciated. Totally watch that. And then watch Purple Rain. Purple Rain is so 80s in all of the right places. Like, Prince clearly was a lover of essentially music and movies. Like, the guy clearly loved entertainment and loved making it. And I think if you watch Under the Cherry Moon, you'll be like, yeah, I see it. I see the cinephile. Like, you're going to be like, I see the cinephile. That was Prince. Great movie. Highly recommend it. Yeah, I was going to play Astrobot, but then these demos came up, and I was like, I'll play that. Because I'm at the end of Astrobot. I'm about to platinum that game.
Oh hell yeah.
It is not my game of the year.
Yeah.
We can grieve once your brother has been avenged. Are you with me?
Is
I'm ready, Father.
Is what? Is what?
is it Final Fantasy?
Nope. It's not. Currently, I actually think my game of the year is The Plucky Squire. I got to play it.
Okay, I won't argue on that one. I just watched a video of that yesterday, and that looks as inventive
Yep.
as it could possibly be.
Got to play a little bit of it. Holy fucking shit. And then I got to watch a whole playthrough of it. Holy fucking shit. I think it might be my game of the year. Honestly, right now, if I take Plucky Squire out, because I haven't had a chance to play it yet, if I take that out, my top 5 are this demo. Sorry, no, that's a joke. That's a joke. My top 5 are the First Ascendant, because that game has just grabbed me in a way that I haven't been grabbed in a while, and not in a bad way, like a good way. Then I would put Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, which is the action RPG Grand Blue game that they finally brought over here, and it is absolutely fucking incredible. I will then put Space Marine 2
Ooh.
in third. That game is perfection. Then Astrobot. Then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So until I play Plucky Squire, Rebirth is my current of games I have played game of the year. That ending is that ending. Like I committed to going back to it because there is a lot of overwhelmingness to that game, and I said I'm going to beat the story and then go back and kind of touch up the areas and just max out everything and try to put an effort into that. The ending of Rebirth shattered me so completely that I immediately had to uninstall it. I can't touch it. I can't touch it anymore. I legitimately could not touch it again. The handling of certain aspects of that game, the execution on characters, not just Cloud and Tifa, but I mean we're talking Aerith, Barrett, Yuffie, Red, or Nanaki, Vincent, Sid, the growth that happens in Rebirth is complete beauty. And Tyler Hoechlin's execution of Sephiroth keeps getting better. He completely crushes that role, and it might go down as one of the most beautiful games I have ever played, with one of the most adaptable combat mechanics ever created. Like,
The combat is fucking good in those games.
and the funny thing is the depth of that combat. You don't need to have the depth of that combat, but if you take the time to really learn the ins and outs of that combat, it is easily one of the deepest games ever. And with a cast of characters that begs you to play them. It really does. It is a great game. It is damn near perfect. Minus like you're forced to play as Kate Sith, which I just don't like the way he plays a few times, and that's annoying. But outside of that, that game's fucking perfect, and I recommend anybody, if you're waiting for the entire trilogy to be out, great argument, totally understand. You are fucking in for a treat. Remake is great. Rebirth is better. And my god, whatever this third game is, I feel like might somehow evolve further. But yeah. So anyway, we're gonna stop the stream now so Adam can go see Bad Lieutenant. I can't wait to hear about how much he loved it. And I'm going to take a vitamin. And
You should raid somebody as you exit.
I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I have that ability.
I will definitely let you guys know as soon as I get out of the movie what I thought.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't. It won't let me. Fucking thing. I need to figure this out. Hold on. What did I sign into the Outlaw the Bot for?
You should be able to do it from in Twitch.
I'm not in Twitch.
Bitch.
Yeah, I'm just from Streamlabs. Technically, if you're in Twitch, you should be able to go to the dashboard and do it for me.
Did you just say you're in Twitch?
Yeah, because it's your Twitch account, not my Twitch account. I'm gonna see if I let me check.
No,
let me check
I
one
was
thing.
making a P joke.
Let me check. Nope, that's
Yeah,
signed
you're right.
in.
I can read.
Do it. Raid somebody. Where? Oh, is Iron Mouse live? Hold on. I know exactly who we need to fucking raid today. Yeah, go to Iron Mouse. All lowercase IRONMOUSE. Iron Mouse. Just in case you don't know who Iron Mouse is, everybody, Iron Mouse is a VTuber. She does a lot of stuff with Sea Dog, with Connor. She has been getting incessantly harassed on YouTube to the point that YouTube had so many copyright reports on her that both of her channels got shut down today. She is one of the most precious little things in the world. She has a chronic condition, so she doesn't really show her face. She doesn't really go out in public. So the only thing that she really has is to make money, is streaming, and she's so fucking adorable and precious and good at it. And so you guys should totally be supporting Iron Mouse. She is awesome. So yeah, give it to Iron Mouse. I know it's only 5 people, which is nothing to her, but that's who I say we give it to. She's amazing.
So at Iron Mouse.
Yep. But thank you guys.
Wait a second. Let me. It said invalid username. Let me go find the username.
I'm gonna play this game. So I'm gonna play this.
No, that's the right username.
She might have turned it off.
Come on. Nah, it doesn't like it.
Yeah, she might have turned it. She might have it turned off too. Which would be.
All right, well, we'll do it next time.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you all. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Love you guys.
Love you, Adam.
We love you. Bye.